Good morning and happy, I'm not even sure what day it is, happy Friday. Today I'm going to be doing a scallop recipe, and so I'm just going to jump right in there and start that. So the very first tip I have for all of you is when you're making a scallop dish, pretty much any scallop dish, you want to soak your scallops in milk. And you guys know from watching my other videos, I don't drink regular or even skim milk or fat-free milk or anything. So this is just almond milk. And what it does is it kind of takes the saltiness away, and it helps make the scallops a lot more tender when you have them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head off into my kitchen, and I'm actually going to strain out the milk. And the scallops have been resting in the milk for about, I don't know, about 30 minutes to an hour. And once they're all strained, what you want to do is you want to kind of let them dry off a little bit. So I just use a bunch of paper towels. And get a plate. Take my scallops, throw them onto the plate, and just let them sit there a little bit and dry out some before I cook them. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut an onion. And it's really simple. I've just taken an onion and cut it in half. And what you're going to do from here is you're going to keep one of the root ends on. So the end that has all the little roots coming out, keep that on. Cut off the top. And you can just take the paper off of the onion if you want. I tend to take off the first thick layer. And you don't have to do that. That's just me. You want to keep on the root of the onion because it will help keep the onion together. And then you're going to cut across twice, and then you're going to cut straight into it. Pressing the sides of the onion so it doesn't come apart on you. And then you're just going to dice that onion. Now, I have not gone to cooking school or anything like that. I'm just a mom who likes to cook. But this way, you don't have a lot of onion that is going to waste, and you can cut an onion in really quick without frying. And I'll tell you another little tidbit. Is usually I use a half onion whenever I cook anything, and I always leave the other half onion in my kitchen because it helps absorb any germs that you don't want in your house. So this is flu season and cold season and all that jazz. So if you have little ones at home, or you find that your partner is getting sick, yeah, just take an onion, half it, and throw it into your kitchen. When my daughter was really young, I would put an onion into her bedroom at night, and it helped her to either not get sick at all or to get over that sickness faster. It does something with absorbing. I heard that potatoes do the same thing. I tried it once, and the potato got all black and nasty, so I don't do that. But the onion is nice, and it lasts for about a week. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take the onion that we just cut up, and we're going to go over to our pan, our frying pan, and you're going to go to a medium-low heat, and you're going to put I don't know, I want to say like a tablespoon of olive oil in it. And you're going to wait for that to warm up, and then you might want to turn on the right stove thing. And we will be back as soon as this oil heats up. Hi. Okay, so the onions have gone into the olive oil and have been cooking on a medium-low heat for about 2 minutes, and they're just starting to get translucent at this point. When they start to get translucent, you're going to take your scallops and you're just going to dump them in. So that's what I'm doing. Now is adding the scallops. And these are just base scallops. I believe it's 16 ounces of base scallops. So once they go in with the onions, you're just going to cook them for a few minutes. And let them absorb a little bit of that onion flavor. And still keeping it on medium-high. And at this point, nothing has been really added. Again, it's just the olive oil went in, and then the onions, and then the scallops on a medium-low heat. The scallops are going to start to turn white, but still have some pink to them. This is a stage that you're going to be adding some shredded carrots. Now all these are just carrots that I bought at the store, and I took my mandolin and I shredded them. And there's like a quarter of a cup, and I'm just adding that in. But I'm going to reserve just a little bit to use as garnish. So after VSG, I found it very difficult to eat sugar. So I needed to find a way to replace the sugar in my foods. So instead of adding like a teaspoon of sugar, I just add a little bit of carrot to this, and it will add a really light sweetness. So what you're going to do is, after you've added the carrots to it and give it a stir, mix it all in together. Your scallops, most of them at this point should have turned white on the outside. And you're going to let it simmer for a little bit and just kind of get all of this liquid. What you also want to do at this point is add a tablespoon of butter. What that's going to do is that's going to put fat back into the dish. And it's also here that you'll want to add spices. So I'm not really, as you can tell, a measuring type of spice girl. I say just do it to whatever you like, your tastes. So I add garlic, a little bit of paprika, and some crushed red peppers for a little bit of heat. Mix that around. So your scallops have definitely shrunk in size. and you have this great liquid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause here and I'm gonna separate the scallops from the liquid, and we'll come back and we'll make a sauce. Okay, so we're back, and what I've done is I've separated the scallops from the juice that was in there, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a sauce. So put the juice back in the pan, keep it up, and make sure it comes to a boil. And now people thicken their sauces with, I've seen them make a roux with flour or even add flour straight to it. I use baking powder? No, baking soda. Now I have to check, hold on. Okay, yes, I'm so sorry. I use cornstarch. So I get like a tablespoon of cornstarch, I put it into a bowl, and you add cold water, cold. And then you add that in to the liquid. And after a little bit, it will start to thicken up, which it does immediately. And if it's getting thick really fast, pull it off the heat, like I've done now. I'm sorry. And I'm just stirring it around to get out any little lumps that are in there, as well as keep thickening up the parts of the sauce that are too thin. And we're doing this all in the same pan because you want the flavors of everything that you've cooked in it to come in. And you may see that I haven't salted anything yet. When it comes to seafood cooking, I don't salt until the very end because right now I can smell the salt from the scallops. So in my family, we're not going to use that much. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add the scallops back into the sauce so that they get coated. Just to smell. It smells really nice. My daughter said to me when we were easing up on the filming that it smells like Chinese food, so that's sweet. Okay, so at this stage, I'm going to let you know that the scallop portion of your meal is done. The only thing that I would do is kind of top it off with a little bit of garnish. You can serve this with zoodles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like on a bed of French-style green beans and the scallops on top, and coming together, that nice green of the green beans with the scallops and the orange from the carrots is going to look really pretty. So I'll see you back in a sec. Okay, so this is the finished product. Again, you have the green beans and it's French cut. They're not, so they're sliced green beans, the scallops and sauce on it, and then topped with a garnish of carrots, and it's lightly salted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade places with my daughter, who's been kind enough to record, and show you guys what it looks like, and does she like it? That's the question. So this is my daughter. Her name is Ember. She's a good doobie. Most of the time. Okay. Nobody's perfect. Okay. So yay.
Yeah.
Is this a dish that just don't eat the raw carrots, baby? So apparently they eat the garnish first, the little ones. So I've never made this dish for her. The question is, will your kids like it? Will your family like it? Please try the scallops and try the dish, baby.
What do you think?
That's really good.
It's really good. What does it taste like?
Chinese seafood.
Chinese seafood. So something that you would get at a Chinese restaurant? Yeah? Okay, so that's it. That's a scallop dish, quick and easy. When I jumped off camera, it was only to do a few little tedious steps. So this will take you no more than 20 minutes to prepare this meal. It's really good. It's very, very affordable. The base scallops this time of year, you can get them frozen. Everybody knows I'm an Aldi shopper, so I got these base scallops for, I think, $5 for 16 ounces. And this will definitely get us a couple of meals. And my daughter is very much enjoying this. Thank you all so much for watching, and be well.